And thank you so much for joining me for this video. So today I'm going to be doing a quick review of Lattafa's Yara to Lattafa. So I'm very excited. This is my first Yara for my channel. Can you guys believe? Almost 3 years in. But yeah, I'm very excited. This is my bestie's fragrance that she decided to graciously borrow me for the morning. So this is called Yara 2 and I absolutely adore the bottle. It's become such an iconic shape and it's so recognizable. I think it's honestly one of the most iconic bottles that have recently been released. I mean, it does kind of, I don't know, I'm not going to disassemble it, but I know that there is like a disassembly thing that happens. But yeah, this is of course Yara 2 by Lattafa Perfumes for women, and it has main accords of tropical sweet, vanilla, white floral, fruity, powdery, coconut, musky, and woody. So what kind of surprised me about this fragrance is my friend actually doesn't like the smell of coconut very much. She's kind of very set against it. So when I saw that coconut was ironically one of the notes, it's very well blended, of course. So it's not exactly, I don't know, I think it's all in the blend. I always say to everyone, it's like Spice Bomb. I feel like Spice Bomb is definitely one of those fragrances that blends the notes and everything just works, and I think it's in the blend. So I have all the information on the tablet, as you guys can see. So it's a summer day scent, recommended for day wear, and it got 3.81 out of 5 with about 3,522 votes. So Yara 2 was launched in 2023. Top notes are mango, coconut, and passion fruit. Middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, and heliotrope. And base notes are vanilla, musk, and cashmere. So I love cashmere. I must say that is a note that keeps coming up, not often, but I remember having this fragrance years ago. I think it was by Guess, and it was called Guess Suede, and it's, you know, obviously discontinued and stuff, and hoping for a relaunch, but it hasn't happened in, I got that bottle in 2008, so I don't have even the bottle left. But yeah, I love this fragrance. I would gladly give this one a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's price-wise, I think it's a really affordable fragrance. You can find it anywhere, and I just love the blend. Honestly, do I think it's unisex? No. No, but you can if you like sweet stuff. Like I don't think, if you love a sweet fragrance, especially if it lingers on the skin, I think a guy can pull this off. I think I can pull this off. Easy. But yeah, Yara 2. So there are the notes, just to give you guys a little, there you go. So I think passion fruit, it's weird because the top 3 are literally one of my favorites, because if people ask me what's my favorite like tropical fruit, I always say passion fruit or mango. Coconut has been a fan of, you know, I've been literally a fan of coconut since very young. I remember my mom used to love, like, you know, the Bounty candy bars, and I would always get one. So very, very, yeah. So Lattafa retails for $17.30 US on eBay, but you can pick it up for, I think, 220 on Takealot. You can just check me on that, but I'm not gonna list links or anything. But honestly, this is one of the easiest found fragrances that you can find. And what's great about this is they have a whole Lattafa selection on places like Takealot, so you don't even have to go to a shop. But as I always say, do try it out on your skin. You're never gonna know until you do that, and it's beautiful. This is really nice. It's pleasing, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not like, it doesn't smell juvenile, if that makes sense. It doesn't smell like young, but it doesn't smell old either. It smells, it's funny because this is exactly what my friend would wear. She used to love Ed Hardy stuff, and You know, she definitely has her own selection of fragrances that she enjoys wearing, but this I can definitely, even if I didn't know, I would actually think that this was something that she would wear. And I actually went, the other day we went to Clicks, and I had this thing in my mind. I was like, I just want to know if there's actually an Ariana Grande, because I love the Ariana Grande fragrances, especially Mod Vanilla. And she loves Mod Vanilla as well, but she says like there's some that just doesn't work. Like Sweet Like Candy she doesn't like Cloud. So, but luckily Mod Vanilla, she was like, that's good. And I was like, yeah, I know. So longevity is moderate on, I wore it, I did actually do like a wear test the other day. It projects quite well, I must say. It definitely gives you a bit of a little aura. But yeah, I would love to get my hands on that one. So Brenda says she actually ordered this one. So soon, guys, soon I'll review it for you guys. But yeah, two definitely. Oh, here's a few. Awesome. So you can see there the prices. Okay, it shifted. Sorry, guys. Not used to this tablet, but yeah, those are basically the ones that you can get on eBay. So do check them out. You can actually buy some very easily. But to get back to the fragrance, I think it's special. I think it's affordable. I love the bottle. I think it's great for a collection to have. And yeah, solid 8 out of 10. Thank you, Brenda, for allowing me to review this for my channel. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Think of maybe joining and subscribing to my channel. I do fragrance reviews whenever I get the chance. I really love fragrances. They're not all mine, I have to be completely honest, but I do have quite a collection, and half of it's here, half of it's coming in 2 weeks. So I've just been reviewing my friend's fragrances. I was actually shocked when she ripped this one out. I was like, But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, think of subscribing, liking, commenting. Let me know what you guys think of Yara 2 Lattafa. Yeah. Have a good one. Take care.